location for some daytime shots. Found ourselves a lovely performer here in this little town square. Nice little view here. It's got some framing involved. There we go. Try and cut out some of the people as well. Ooh, I'm gonna wait for that guy in the distance, I think. Exploring the old town of Wuzhen. I wish he had a straw hat on, you know, one of those yellow ones. This one looks too modern, doesn't look legit. This looks like a Chinese Venice, I feel like. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It's quite interesting, I haven't really seen another sort of town on water besides Venice before. Looks like a dragon with all that smoke coming out. Calligraphy salesman. He looks kind of cool. Get a bit closer. What an eccentric man. I like his look. Ah?
人生哪能多如意，万事只求半称心。
懂。
人生不能够什么都如意的，所以说万事所有的事只有求半称心，就是一般。
Two dudes at work. Not quite sure what they're transporting actually, what kind of cargo they're moving, but their fluorescent jackets stand out. Finally got ourselves a sunny day here in Shanghai, so I'm going to walk around a bit today during the daytime and make use of the lovely sun rays and try and get some cool high contrasty, you know, sunshine, interesting lighting, street shots. Then later today we're going to hit up this place called Wuzhen, which is this cool sort of, I don't really know how to describe it, it's just this area, it's got a temple, it's very old and traditional sort of architecture, Chinese architecture. I'm going to check that out during the daytime, and then at night we're going to get ourselves some nice nighttime skyline shots. So make sure you stick around to see some awesome shots. Cool helmet. It's actually kind of tough to see the screen of my camera when it's so bright, and that's why I'm actually shooting these shots in aperture priority mode. Yeah, if you don't use aperture priority, it's really useful. You basically tell your camera what aperture you want to shoot at. So in my case, I've set it at aperture 4.0, and your camera basically adjusts the rest. So if it gets a bit darker, it'll slow down the shutter speed or raise the ISO to sort of compensate. But if it gets really bright, it's going to increase the shutter speed instead. So really good feature. I don't use it as much as I should, to be honest. I don't know why. I'm such a full manual purist sometimes, because things like aperture priority are actually very useful. It can make your life a lot easier. All of these moped drivers giving me a lot of subjects to shoot. Just generally the vehicles that you see in China, like this little cart here for the food waste. Restaurant worker just stacking some boxes. That looks kind of nice with the light shining on him. I've put my mist filter on during the day as well. I've been trying out a lot of sort of film simulation type shots where I use my film presets basically in Lightroom to try and make my daytime photos look like film photos, just because I've been experimenting a bit with the look. And what I found is adding a mist filter, or a diffusion filter they're sometimes called, it can make it a bit easier to emulate that film look when you edit your digital photos, because it makes everything a little bit softer. It adds that halation effect, which is what you get when you have a bright source of light. That's the kind of look or effect that you commonly see in film photography, which is why it makes it easier to edit your digital photos in a way that makes them look like film. Anything interesting happening here? Not sure. So apparently this guy, my mum's just explained to me, this guy's actually making wigs in front of a wig shop. Hey, hope you're enjoying the video. Just a quick note that I sell presets now. So if you like the colors and the way I edit on my channel, check out my website where you can grab my preset packs for just $5. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Crazy looking food in there. I really like the density of this scene right here. Got these two leading lines formed by the buildings on either side, up to the main temple, I believe. Something like this. Looks like something out of the Demon Slayer anime or something like that. Take a shot here. It's quite cool. Cool looking building. Getting chopsticks engraved at a shop. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen this before. I'll bring that home as a souvenir. Trying to look for some natural frames. How about this little gate thing? Not sure what to call it. The pavilion peeking through there. That gap's too small. You want to play around a bit with stepping back and zooming in, or you're getting a bit closer and zooming out, because the background compression can make things appear larger or smaller in terms of their relative size, which can be useful. So if I zoom all the way out, right, I can take a picture like this, which is obviously a lot different than the one that I just took zooming in. Quite nice architecture. Ooh, beautiful garden. Take a full wide shot. Zoom in a little bit. Take a vertical one here. It's a bit of sensory overload earlier with all the different voices and all the shouting. Get a bit overwhelming at times when you're traveling in touristy areas. But try and make it work. There we go, just trying to add some layers. Like so. Might work, might not. Let's see. Quite like this detailed bit of roof artwork. We used a bush in front for a bit of foreground. Really like how the light's hitting it actually, that looks nice. Must have taken ages to carve something like that into stone. Talking about cool carved motifs, here we got a awesome looking dragon head with a ball inside, I guess. I'm not sure, but it does look pretty cool. So I'm currently in this like paid part of the Yew Garden, just getting some snaps. You can actually see a pretty nice temple here. Let me get a quick shot. You pay like a $5 entry and you get access to this like, I guess, well-maintained part of the gardens, if that makes sense. It's pretty big. I'm quite impressed. This must be one of the main areas. I mean, it's basically this massive, traditional looking park in the middle of the city, and it also has shopping districts. They're just temples that look cool. I don't know what the history behind it is. Some of these buildings have been around since the 1500s. Oh, it's neat. One with a selfie stick in the middle of the circle. I quite like the colours of these red leaves. I'm not sure if the subject is the best because the actual temple has loads of people. I'm just trying to see if I can hide some of it with some foreground leaves like this. Maybe. Also very harsh sunlight, so it might be too dark and too contrasty. I love those purple wisteria flowers in the distance. Just trying to see how I can frame them. Something like this maybe? Tougher than it looks sometimes, find a good frame. This looks nice. Maybe I can just have 2 people in it. Maybe I can even have no people in it. How do I do it? Never mind, I can't have no people in it. I think I got one that was reasonably unbusy. I'll take that. This is a vibe. It's just in the middle of a public park actually. You can get a better angle. What a vibe. Trust me bro, I've been there. I know what it feels like. Ah, nice tree. Cool. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, you can already see the Oriental Pearl Tower over there. That's the money shot. I'm gonna hang around this area for a bit, wait for it to get dark, and then take some sick nighttime shots. And this time we come prepared, and we know that the lights are gonna shut off at 10 PM. Because last time I tried to take night shots in Shanghai, I didn't know this. And yeah, that cut the photo shoot short quite significantly.